action here in Fort Worth between Michigan. Lineups brought to you by Capital One. Big ends for Michigan. They are led by actually Sofakanik, the transfer from Bucknell, the big, who will jump it up with Elif Istanbuloglu, one of the most improved players in the.
See Michigan starting out in man-to-man defense. Louisville, 5 players all on the floor who can score.
Istanbul. Ziegler can't hit. Rebound hits the floor. Kept alive. 2 to shoot. Roberts Hoyes.
Swords on the top of your screen. Just trying to keep the ball out of her hands. Such a dynamic scorer.
Swords trying to plop it up with the left hand. Couldn't finish. Got it back. Strips is in. Istanbuloglu draws 2. Randolph sees a seam, exploits, can't finish.
Well,
Michigan is 0-4 this season when they played at a pace of fewer than 71 possessions per 40 minutes. As Olsen can't hit the jumper.
Fun pace nugget.
There's a university in Westchester County called Pace. That's maybe where the knowledge ends. A little bang there on Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Shot clock at 2 again. Roberts has to hoist again, and another air ball and a violation.
Even consider it.
Holloway, great look, and Swords can't finish. She is a bucket off the bench for the Cardinals. Gets blocked there. Istanbuloglu collects, turns, and finish. Observed the way the other pros were practicing as well and said, see how early they're getting here? See how late they stay? You need to do that too, as Barry lays it in.
The get-ahead pass. Louisville does a terrific job when they do run the floor of passing it ahead.
Swords still can't finish. Michigan with the steal. Here's Amari Berry. Berry so strong athletically, feeding Randolph. Thank you very much, as Berry can't hit. You saw those numbers for Michigan, 0 for 5 with 5 turnovers out of the gates. Berry gets fouled. That's instilled a real belief in them. They said, look, we have a coach who's been there before. You know, Jeff Walls has made them really believe it this year. It becomes valid when he's honest in the years it's not true. His Swords can't finish, and it's not.
Booker coming off a 40-piece in the second round against Oregon.
She has gotten aggressive offensively. It's been good for her and Texas's Swords. Takes no shots and we win. Sometimes I got to tell her, no. I need you to be aggressive. Here's Olsen. Olsen soaring in, drops it all. They've won 5 straight. Istanbuloglu trapped, dishes, extra feed, corner 3 is good. Lead. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter of this Sweet 16 matchup. Olsen with the left hand, no. Ziegler spinning, dishing. Scott will drive it across her body and
and that gives Raina Scott the ability and space to get to the rim on the drive.
Little pull-up is good for rebound. 6.5 assists in this tournament thus far. Barry with the answer on a long 2.
Has taken a collective deep breath the last couple of minutes.
Olsen spins it in. Plus second most points in Michigan history through 2 seasons. Only Caitlin thing
except for Hardy in terms of their ability to make threes.
Scott drives it. The pull-up rims off. Rebound Hardy. And here's Dudley. Dudley on the attack. Kicks it out. Quarles-Daniels, the rare field goal attempt. Can't finish. What a look. Scott leaning. Can hit. Another rebound from Hardy. Misses the layup. Swords into Swords. 5 seconds. Back to Swords, knocked away. Swords collects, fires off the mark. Istanbuloglu coming off a double-double against Alabama. Here is Berry beginning the second quarter with a little of that.
And in much better shape this year. She can go play for longer stretches.
Swords missed it left and short. 8 from the floor off passes. Here's Ziegler turning, taking, no. Rebound underneath, plus just 39% on the season. Largest lead of the game for Louisville. Quarles-Daniels spins it in.
Well, Brooke Quarles-Daniels, a great story. She came into the office transferring from Oakland and said to Kim Barnes-Rico, program.
She's a Michigan kid who loves the program and now is a huge part of them being in a 3rd Sweet 16 as Olsen. Scott looking in. Istanbuloglu. Turning and laying with the left hand. He had with Holly. So Fakanik trying to find an angle, forces it up and in. 26 Final Fours and now part of our crew. Roberts comes up with a steal. Taj Roberts dancing to the cup. Nearly another turnover there. So Fakanik swivels around, banks it in, but a charge. Round. Lob it in, Istanbuloglu. Bodying, turning, how about two? He has not missed yet in the Sweet 16. Holloway, no. Rebound, so Fakanik with a big time for Michigan. 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Olsen comes up with a steal. Olivia Olsen will lay it in. And Olsen, who was in foul trouble against NC State in the first half and had 27 in the second half, has 2 fouls here. Roberts, Berry. 7 to shoot. Istanbuloglu. 5 to shoot. Fading away. Not that time. Holloway the pull-up. Rims off. Berry the rebound. Istanbuloglu back iron it off. Holloway the get ahead. Delphos flags it down and lays it in. Got UConn Notre Dame. Elite 8. Turning back the clock. Siegler can't hit. Berry flying. Here's Scott. Bouncing to Berry. 7 to shoot. Berry. No. Rebound Delphos. After they were under 30% in the first, thanks to missing their first 6 shots. Delphos connects. 7 to shoot. Swords trying to find an angle, cuts in and ties it. Roberts attacks. Runner isn't good. Rebound for about 5 minutes now. Delphos cradles it up and it says done. Michigan's first lead of the day. And Holloway over to Swords. Dudley bangs in. They'll call a block,
I believe, too, because she was not really legally positioned when she received that pass.
All right, thank you, D. Second foul there on Taj Roberts. What was called on the floor. Here's Roberts. Into Siegler, the turn, the take, the miss. Only stay afloat, but to thrive with Olsen on the bench with 2 fouls.
They settled in and started playing their game. You know, but yeah, incredibly admirable considering Olsen hasn't been on the floor.
Behind by 11. Berry makes her move, fading, missed it. Rebound, Istanbuloglu forces it up. Expecting some junk from Jeff Walls. Knowing that he'll throw his zone in there, a triangle and 2.
Size advantage, now an opportunity for an and 1.
Didn't look like there was a lot there either, and it's a critical handoff. Nearly comes up with that loose ball. Quarles Daniels, no, gets it back. And Swords. Michigan 1 of 4 from 3. Louisville 2 of 9. That one way off from Olsen. Holloway and Roberts both playing with 3 fouls. Good cut from Scott and lays it in on the delivery. After her career started with St. Joe's, had a terrific experience there, continuing it here with Louisville as Roberts lays it in.
Has slowed down Michigan, made them think a little bit more.
They've started the third quarter 7-0, just like they did the first quarter. Holloway, who had 6 assists, no turnovers in that first half. What a pass! And Swords doubled. 3 to shoot. Siegler 2 to shoot, methodically plotting her way down. Gives it back to Swords with some space. Gonna drive it this time. Swords forces it up.
Player in Canadian history to ever be on their senior national team. That experience is showing up big time for her today on a big stage.
Terrific stuff, Al. Yeah, she was joking. Here's Berry. Randolph on the drive, flips it up and in. Holloway has 7 assists in this game. Good look, Olsen. Dudley couldn't finish the lay. Quarles Daniels get line. We heard Holly tell the story earlier about how Kim Barnes-Arico says she is the dog we need. Already into the game for Louisville. Gave them good minutes in the first half. Scott across her body. Doesn't get the roll. Michigan back in. Holloway running and laying. And now Holloway has been navigating with 3. Scott, the pull-up won't go. Rebound. Almost looked like it locked up. 5-on-4 the other way. Olsen, Euros, tosses in.
And works with her mother, Rachel, who has become a mental performance specialist to help her children in sports. She can be in this game and performing at a high level.
Really cool inside, Hall. Here's Berry. Back iron and off. Rebound with 3.
Both teams only gone 7 deep in this one.
Swords will fire. No. Quarles Daniels again with Siegler. Here's Berry. Berry the pull-up. That one won't go. Olsen. Dudley. Twisting inside and banking it. A 10-0 Michigan run and a 9-point lead. Berry can't end it. Louisville struggling to score. Swords, you bet!
Sending longer players, it's just hard to make a clean pass out of it.
In the corner, Olsen, connect! 7 rebounds in this game. Olsen with 3 to shoot. Dudley, the runner is good. An 18-2 run to end the first half. An 18-0 run right now that Scott... Olsen the reverse. Now for our star story. Offensive board here for Louisville. Scott, the little pull-up. Won't go. Rebound. Olsen running with Swords. Olsen off the high dribble, left it short. Puts it in on the...
Limited Louisville's ability to get any high-low looks, which they're good at.
Great delivery from Berry. Randolph just didn't finish. Louisville 2 of 10 from 3. Scott back to Berry. Berry will fire. No. Here's Olsen. Olsen across her body. Gets it to drop in again.
That Louisville just hasn't been able to hit.
They should get a 20-point lead. Delphos. No. Michigan firmly in control. Delphos, what a finish with the left.
Her impact on this game has been absolutely incredible, both defensively and offensively.
Istanbuloglu lays it for Louisville. Swords off the catch, mid-range, indeed. That'll be the second of 4 Sweet 16 games today on our family of networks. Berry, looking at this matchup, Rebecca, we had wondered how much Michigan would be able to keep her on the floor because of how Louisville was to end the half. And then Michigan ended the third on a 20-2 run, and they are firmly in control now as Siegler. Berry now 3 for 13. Michigan looking to get to the Elite Eight for just the second time in program history. And 3 minutes and 45 seconds away from it happening. Istanbuloglu laid all their key players to return for next season. They made that announcement a few days ago. And in today's landscape of college basketball
today, and glowingly saying he prepares us on the court and to be strong women off the court. And that, of course, is even more important.
They also are very confident that they will be returning. One. Siegler can't hit. Off the putback. This is at 2 different universities. Final minute here in this Sweet 16 matchup with Texas and Kentucky up next on ABC. Back iron and off. And for just the second time in program history, Michigan is headed to the Elite Eight.